my beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Taste of Divinity. It's your girl, Tastee. How are y'all doing? Hope all is well. So this week we're going to be doing the lesson spread. This will be for my Pisces. The way that I do the order is based off the views from last week, and y'all came in last place. So if y'all want your videos earlier in the week, just get your views up, share the video. For those of y'all who are new to my channel, hey, I hope you're able to find something that you like or that you can use to help you gain some more insight on your current position in your life. I have different what are those things called, folders and stuff based off of just the different spreads that I do. I'm gonna do my best to stay organized on this channel, but we gonna see here, you feel me? But yeah, so this is gonna be the lesson spread for my Pisces. The message that comes out is intended for whoever it's supposed to be for. It's not gonna resonate with every Pisces out there, so use your intuition when it comes to receiving messages. The first card that I pull with the tarot deck is gonna be where you're at currently. Then I'm gonna do one for your current obstacle. And then I'm going to do 2 lessons to help you get through the obstacle that you're supposed to learn to help you get through the obstacle. But if it's not where you're at currently and not a current obstacle that you're facing, then it's not your story at this time. So check out other signs in your chart. If it is your story and resonates with you, that is very beautiful. And I pray that you're able to receive something to help you gain more insight on your current position in your life. We're going to start off with a positive affirmation card, and then we're going to end with oracles. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, if you want to be notified of when I drop videos, next to the subscription bar is a notification bell, so hit that and click all, and it'll let you know when I upload videos. So I appreciate those of y'all who are supporting my channel. Thank you so very much. So let's go ahead and get started. So thank you so very much, Holy Spirit, Mother Goddess, Father God, Archangel, and Spirit Guide, for allowing for me to release ego with all of my readings. I appreciate you so much for allowing for me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. So what positive affirmation card would you like to start my Pisces off with? Can you show me clearly, please? So the positive affirmation card that we have for you guys is my work is deeply fulfilling. So it says, today I give the best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to an even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. So that's very, very beautiful. It's just like for this right here, I feel like it's like with your career. It's just like, okay, I feel like, I've done all that I could in this position, doing this, and now I want to explore other avenues, explore other things that I'm capable of doing, other sides of me. So that's really, really exciting. That's for some of you guys when it comes to career. Some of you guys, it could be even just like relationships. I feel like I've learned what I'm supposed to learn with these group of people. I feel like I've taught what I'm supposed to taught with these group of people. And now it's time for me to move on to learning more, experiencing more, and teaching more in a different place, environment, feelings, versions of myself, etc., and etc. So let's go ahead and get started. So thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly where my Pisces are at currently? Thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly where my Pisces are at currently? So where you are at currently, we have the King of Pentacles. Very, very beautiful. The King of Pentacles is someone who likes to take care of his community, the people around him. Is a very nurturing person. Someone who likes to feel stable. In order for them to feel comfortable in their life, there's also a father card, someone who is a provider. We have in the Aquarius energy with the Hierophant, and the Death card at the bottom of the deck, a lot of major arcana. So you're going through a major transformation, bringing an end to certain things, relationships, versions of yourself, etc., with that Scorpio energy here. And we also have Taurus energy here, and we also have Aquarius energy here. So this Taurus card talks about, just some of y'all may be this person, a Hierophant. And that is a teacher. It's a teacher. It's someone who is well recognized in their community, a very wise person. Some of you guys are wanting to step up into that role, because we have the Aquarius energy here that talks about a divine purpose. And you see how all of these people in their hand, like they have their hand up like this, so it's just like, I feel like this is like something that's been passed down to me, this teacher role. I feel like I've been like, this stone, not this stone, but this skull is like, it represents the dead, so I feel like this skill or this gift has been passed down to me from my ancestors or from God. I feel like this is my higher purpose. I feel like this is my divine purpose to be able to be abundant, to teach, to take care of, to provide, so to help people be able to provide for themselves, to help people to be able to feel stable within themselves, to help myself feel stable within myself. So I do feel like this is you gaining a better connection with your spirituality, getting a better connection with your ancestors, getting a better connection with your own divine purpose, just really getting in tune with what you feel in your hand. Just like, I'm not like, just like legit seeing if you can feel energy traveling through your hand, or seeing if you can feel things around you, seeing what you feel, even like putting your hand in the water, just getting more in tune with your feelings as a whole, touching your skin and actually feeling, your hand touch your cheek, touching the water and actually feeling how the water feels on your hand, touching your clothes and seeing, how the clothes feel. You're just really getting in tune with the feelings that you feel, and et cetera, and et cetera. Just really learning how to be stable within these feelings that you've been feeling, messages that you be receiving, callings that you feel, you've been called to do, feeling more fulfilled within your work. So let's see what your current obstacle is then, because that really is cool. It's like you're answering your soul calling. You're answering what you feel like you've been placed on this planet to do. You're focusing on your stability, focusing on being a leader, focusing on getting connected with your ancestors, So let's see what with spirit, with your spiritual side, God. So no, not everybody, use that type of lingo. Energy, your spiritual energy, yourself, your higher self. So let's see, current obstacles. So what current obstacles are my Pisces facing? Can you show me clearly, please? So the current obstacle you're facing is the Queen of Swords. So this is you feeling like you may possibly don't have the resources to give to people. The Queen of Swords feels like she's leading someone to these particular resources. So it's just like you want to make sure you're a knowledgeable person. You want to also give love to certain things and certain people. You want to be patient. You want to have patience. You want to be patient with your own healing process. You want to be able to show love unconditionally to. You want to be able to pour love into people, situations, in your own self. Because we have the Ace of Cups with the Queen of Cups and the Three of Cups. That talks about a lot of love. And then we have the Temperance card right here as well. And that just talks about balance, decluttering, being patient, having temperance, even getting closer with your own spirituality as well. So, and the Three of Cups just talks about staying in high vibrations. The Queen of Cups is someone who's a very nurturing, motherly person. She's someone who pours into her community a lot. She loves her community a lot. She makes a lot of sacrifices for her community, but she doesn't necessarily pour into herself. She doesn't show herself the same amount of love that she shows other people. So I do feel like your obstacle right now is learning how to really nurture yourself, so that you won't come off as cold to other people. Because the Queen of Swords, she can like close her heart off to certain things. When it's just like, I'm telling you to do these certain things, like you're asking me, I'm not really in the mood to tell you. I'm not even gonna lie, because I have to nurture myself right now, so I do feel like you do want to be able to be here for people. You want to be able to direct them towards knowledge. You want to be able to have clear communication with them. You want to be able to be blunt and honest with them, to express your boundaries, to be able to, show them unconditional love. But I do feel like there are certain things in your own life that you need to declutter from, with that Temperance card being there. Because I do see this Six of Pentacles. It's like you feeling like you don't get what you receive. You don't feel like what you put out there is you get back, type of thing. So I do feel like this could also be you realizing when it is time for you to move on to new experiences. Once one is complete, it's time to go to another one. So it's just like when you realize, okay, things are imbalanced. I'm not getting what I'm supposed to get in this in this position in my life. I'm not receiving what it is that I'm putting into this. It's because there's nothing left for me to get from this particular situation. So now it's time for me to move on, instead of me trying to force things to happen, or instead of me trying to, you know, squeeze this love out of these people, or, you know, tell them to do this or do that, I feel like, you know, I've done all that I could here, and now it's time for me to go to where else I am needed, you know. Because with this Queen of Swords, it's like I do have so much love for these people that sometimes I overextend myself and overwork myself versus just being able to lead them to answers themselves, you know, being able to lead them to their own resources so that they can create the life that they want. The Queen of Swords being there, it's really conflicting only because the Queen of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles, is right next to it. And so it's just like, and with those emotions at the bottom, it's just like, yeah, I do have a lot of love, but at the same time, I can be really, really tired. And sometimes the things that I do take away from, you know, what I have in my own physical world. I make so many sacrifices to the point where I don't have anything left for myself. And then I don't get back anything in return because those people aren't, you know, they're not holding themselves accountable to give me what I give to them, or invest in me like I invest in them, and et cetera, et cetera. And it's just like going where you know where you're going to be appreciated, you know, type of thing. So let's see what your first lesson is. And the Queen of Swords could also be you just standing strong in your own boundaries, where it's just like, no, I can't do this for you, but I can, you know, direct you to someone who can help you. Or I can direct you to some resources that can help you, but I'm not able to truly do this for you. Even though I do love you, and I want you to succeed. But if I do this for you, you're not going to learn, and you're going to always come to me to do this thing for you. You know, so I want you to be self-sufficient. I don't want you to be dependent on me. You know, I think it's beautiful that you come to me for assistance, but I don't want you to always come to me for assistance. You know, I want you to be able to create things on your own accord. So let me teach you these skills, you know. So let's see what they say. With integrity, you guys, with integrity, because the Queen of Swords, she likes to be honest with the things that she does, be honest with the things that she wants to say. It comes off as hurtful sometimes, and since you have a lot of love, you are afraid to express these boundaries because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But it's like you have to be honest at the same time. So it's difficult for you to be honest about the things that you want to do or say or cut out, and et cetera, et cetera. Your boundaries, etc., etc. So let's see what they say. Your first lesson is to overcome these boundaries of just sticking up for yourself, speaking your mind with integrity, leading people to certain resources to help them build their life. Well, first lesson are they supposed to learn? So we have the Temperance card. So your first lesson is to learn patience. Your first lesson is to learn how to bring a balance in your life. Your first lesson is to legit learn how to declutter things. So it's just like, you know, not everything deserves your time, your effort, and your energy. You know, some things do take time too, you know. So it's just like, even though I've poured into this person and I continue to do these things for this person, they're still not getting the lesson. I don't get it. And it's just like being patient with them, being patient with your own healing process, but also being patient with them, you know. And sometimes you do just have to let them grow and go through their own experiences. Like, how many times I have to tell you this is not what you're supposed to do? You know, how many times do I have to help you or pull you out of these you know, tough situations? And I do feel like it's just like, you know what, I'm not going to just continue to give you the answers. I'm going to allow for you to go through these experiences on yourself and learn what it is that you need to learn. So, and we got the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Cups. So it's just like, you know, I'm still going to love you and I'm still going to pour love into you, but at the same time, you're so impulsive, you know. So it's just like, I need for you to be patient. This could also be you being patient with yourself when it comes to not allowing for your emotions to get the best of you, because the Knight of Swords is someone who just reacts. They're very impulsive. They're quick to react to certain things. They're quick to feed off to certain things. It's more or less reactive versus proactive. I do feel like it's people around you though. Like you're learning to, you're trying to help people not be so reactive to certain situations, but proactive. And it's just like sometimes people have to legit go through those experiences and see, you know, what the consequences will be brought about from them being so reactive to those things, and then they have to legit feel those consequences and then be like, oh, this is what that person has been trying to tell me. You know, I had to go through my own experience and see, you know, I couldn't avoid, you know, you can't avoid people's problems for them. You can warn them all day, but sometimes some people just legit have to experience things. You know, they have to go through their own experiences and learn their own lessons. So this is just having patience with, you know, not taking on too many other people's problems, decluttering things from your life, knowing, you know, when things are taking too much of your energy, knowing when you feel like you've done what you could have done and said what you could have said, and then just leaving it be. I do feel like that's what your lesson is, to just be patient with other people with their healing process and the things that they're experiencing in life and the things that they're growing, and then also being patient with yourself with your own healing process and the things that you're learning and the things that you're experiencing as well, and just the balance of things. So let's see what they say your second lesson is. Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, what are my Pisces second lesson? So your second lesson is Pisces energy. So the moon card, tapping into your ability. So the Pisces energy talks about secrets, illusions, masks, you know, shadow work, etc., and etc. So things that are hidden that will be brought into the light. So we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And that just talks about, you know, no longer preaching. You know, it talks about being who you are authentically. It also talks about walking away from people who are just not listening, you know, who are just not being receptive. Like literally where it says, you know, I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. See how this person is over here preaching, but the people in the crowd are not really listening. You know, like they're just pondering. It's like, you know, is what you're saying really accurate, you know, type of thing. So it's just like, you know, not, you know, not giving to things where it's just like, you know, like, bro, why do you keep doing this? I don't know, bro. You know, are you gonna help me? No, I'm not gonna help you because I already told you how many times I gotta preach to you, you know, type of thing. So I do feel like this is just like realizing, you know, when people are just not taking responsibility for, you know, just they're literally not listening. They're not even trying to be a part of saving themselves, you know. So it's just like you cannot save everybody, because I see with the King of Pentacles, it's like, you know, you do want to take care of your community, you want to take care of the people in your family, you want to take care of your friends, etc., etc. And this is like, you know, being aware of certain illusions or delusions that you're placing up on yourself. You know, it's just like you just can't save everybody. You can't solve everyone's issues and everyone's problems, but you can help them. You can give them resources, advice, certain skills that they should possibly work on to help them equip themselves, you know. But even still, then it is up to them to take those actions to do their own shadow work, to release their own mask, to be who they are authentically, to be comfortable with who they are authentically. You know, you can always pour love to them from a distance, but you can't do things for them. People also can't do things for you. You know, you have to do your own work, you know, and you have to want to do your own work. And I see that you have made sacrifices to get to where you're at in your life, and literally asking yourself, how did you get to that position? You took it upon yourself to learn. You took it upon yourself to make certain sacrifices. You took it upon yourself too, you know. So it's like they have to do that exact same thing. You can't do it for them. No one did it for you, you know. So there are people who inspired you, you know. So it's like you can speak and you can talk, but don't try to convince, you know. So it's just like those who are supposed to receive your message will receive your message, and just be okay with that, you know. Don't fall victim to secrets. Don't fall victim to illusions. Don't fall victim to deluding yourself to certain veils, you know. This is like being honest with yourself about who you are, being okay with who you are, the things that you've done in your past, etc., and etc. The efforts that you've been putting into things and the things that you get back in return. So let's see what your oracle cards say. So you have a lot of major arcana for your lessons that you're learning. So these are major lessons for you. It's just like, you know, you cannot do things for everybody. You can't be here for everybody. But be patient when it comes to things being revealed to you. Whether that's things being revealed to you about yourself, you know, certain emotions that you feel towards certain people or situations, or things being revealed to you about just like certain relationships that are in your life. Just being patient while hidden things come to light. moving slowly, you know, not making any quick decisions, not investing in things quickly, you know, but seeing if people are actually going to be a person of their word. Because I see where someone does a lot of talking, you know, and asking, are their efforts the same, you know, because like someone does a lot of talking, but then they're just like, you know, this when they be like, I don't know where the results at, you know, I don't know why I don't have, you know, what it is that I have, you know, type of thing. So it's really just holding people accountable, holding yourself accountable for people, making sure they practice what they preach, you know, making sure the things that they talk about, you know, they also have it in their physical world as well. You know, don't be eluded or deluded by words, you know, people's words. See what their actions are about. See what they invest in. See what actions they take, you know. So let's see what messages you have. Additional messages for my Pisces concerning their lesson spirit. Can you show me clearly? So we have wisdom. So wisdom talks about your heart chakra. This talks about, you know, you're going to be blocked when it comes to manifesting your life if your heart is not in it. So that means your heart has to be healed. You have to release certain resentment. It talks about love, unconditional love, growth, peace, and prosperity. If you listen to your heart, the heart of the matter, etc., and etc. So wisdom says, this is the earthy green. This is the earth green, which brings wisdom, patience, and acceptance. Sage is perfect when you need to prove nothing, when you choose to simply be wise. There's an ability here to bring serenity to any situation, and indeed it may be needed. So wisdom says, wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. Like I said, overdoing yourself. You know, there are certain things where it's just like, okay, before I even continue this, when you're helping someone or you assisting someone, let's say you tell them something that, like about themselves, you know, like, hey, you know, you kind of act impulsive, you know, when it comes to your response to constructive criticism. You know, it's criticism that's supposed to help you, yet you're always very defensive. You know, see, once you say that, you know, and you give them constructive criticism again, see if they still act defensive. You know, that's a repeat of things. You're just like, okay, you're wasting my time. You know, but if this person actually, you know, just like, you know, I don't mean to even be, you know, defensive when it comes to what you're saying, but I feel like, you know, I think this way when you tell me some things like that. Then you understand that that person's actually internalizing what it is that you're saying. They're thinking about if they're actually being defensive or not. You know, so making sure the words that you speak, the efforts that you put in are actually going somewhere. You know, that they're actually listening to what you're saying. If it's actually worth your time to invest. If you tell somebody something and they work to actually make a change or actually be more a part of their life, then you know they're worth a small sacrifice. But if you see that they're not even trying, you know, they just keep playing a victim, then it's not worth your time or your energy. You feel me? So wisdom says, I'm going to read the story behind it actually. So it says, one day a young sagebush asked his grandfather how to grow old with wisdom. The elder answers, we must learn from our mistakes. Before you worry about something, ask yourself if it will be important in the future. Enjoy your present moment, as we all change with time. We all change within time. So being patient with that. So it says, is there some wise counsel that you have sought out only to ignore it? Are you trying to do things alone? A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself. Stay in the present moment and do not let for your thoughts jump ahead. Do I go with my heart or against it? Am I ready to live in leadership? Wise counsel, focused energy, honoring yourself, contribution, being chosen, contentment, transformations, maturity, and tranquility. So let's read messages from the Work Your Light Oracle. So thank you so very much, Spirit. What messages do you have for my Pisces concerning their lesson? What messages do you have for my Pisces concerning their lesson? Additional messages, can you show me too? This wise counsel, you guys, some of y'all actually reached out to somebody, but some of you guys, this is like legit your ancestors. You sit down and you talk with them and they let you know, they enter your dreams, they give you answers. So some of y'all have actually, you know, either went to a therapist or some sort of spiritual advisor, and they told you things about yourself, things that you need to heal, things that you need to grow, things that you need to be aware of. And it's just like, are you taking that advice, you know? So we have no, wait, postpone, say no, pause. You know, so that's just like being mindful of, you know, so I do feel like it's just taking things slowly because there are secrets, there are masks, you know, being patient with people releasing their masks, being patient with people revealing themselves to you, being patient with you revealing yourself to yourself, not taking any quick decisions, not making any quick decisions, not acting off of impulse, etc., etc. And then we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So what is your gut telling you? You're a very intuitive person, so it's just like, you know when certain things feel uneasy. So like even like with this moon card, it's just like I hear you howling at me, I hear you yelling, I hear you calling my name, but you're starving, but you can really eat. You can feed yourself. So the moon is kind of just like, I'm gonna look over here. I'm not gonna pay attention to you crying. You're crying wolf. I'm not gonna pay attention to that. Because you do have the capabilities of building and creating your own life, and you have to go through your own experiences. Then we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So this is you replenishing yourself. This is you healing yourself, so that you, like I said, being patient with your own healing process, so that you can be here more for the community. It's like you can't be here for the community if you're not here for yourself. If you're not your strongest self, if you're not your best self, you can't be here for anybody. And then we have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And you are right now currently strengthening that connection between them, the ancestors that are around you, because you feel them. So let's see what additional messages from your angels, additional messages you have for my Pisces concerning their lesson. Show me clearly, please, Spirit. One more, please. Okay. So we have Zaina. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask that you feel that you relax and feel safe. So you're literally protected, from your spirit guides, your ancestors, etc., and etc., spirit, God. Then we have Bethany. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. So literally taking care of yourself is what's going to help you gain more patience with everybody else in their own growing process. It's almost like you could get irritated at somebody else for not taking certain advice, but really that irritation is towards yourself, because it's just like, how many times do I have to tell you? How many times do you have to tell yourself? Type of thing. So it's just like, why are you not living your best life? Why are you not taking this advice? Why are you not taking this advice? Why are you not living your best life? It's legit, And then we have Grace and Antoinette. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So it's just like understanding, their own healing process, their own trauma. Some people are just literally afraid to live their life on their own terms. Some people are afraid to release an old version of themselves. Some people are afraid to take control of their life. So it's just seeing their perspective with compassion. It's not saying that, it's okay for you to be treated a particular type of way, for your energy to be drained, etc., etc. It's just like, even though I know, I love, and I understand why you do the things that you do, it doesn't mean that I have to be okay with it, being a part of it. You can still love them from a distance or whatever, but they don't have to be a part of your life. So with that being said, I love y'all so much. I hope this message resonated. If whoever this supposed to resonate for, y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Toodles.